Alright, BK, let's move away now from the Champions League and let us focus on the Barclays Premier League. So what we're going to do for this segment, we're going to look back at the teams that are in the Barclays Premier League, right? Okay. And their seasons. Obviously, we're going to look back at later on. We're not going to touch the top three. We'll touch the top three in the next week. Alright. So, and I'll just start game by number. Yeah, Brighton. Do they have a game in hand? So, alright, let us talk about West Ham. Is it time for boys to move?
I think it's time. I think it's time for him to go and I don't know where he goes. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he might want to join another Premier League team, so it'll be interesting to see where he goes. Okay. But as West Ham, where do you, which manager do you then say? Let's look at
our manager. But he was here. We don't know where Moyes goes. We don't know who West Ham goes for. Mm-hmm. And when you look at it at the West Ham perspective, he was in Europe last season.
Sure.
Doing the most.
Sure.
But it might get toxic. This West Ham Moyes relationship now. Because very still was supposed to be better.
Well, I wouldn't. It depends on the ambition of the team.
Sure.
It depends on the ambition of the team to say, we want Europe, we want to play in Europe, we want you to finish at least number 8.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on that. It depends on whether they think the injuries affected him,
sure.
Whether playing in Europe affected him. I don't know, but it will be interesting to see. I think they might just let him.
I also think that.
Obviously, I
also think that, but
there's been talk of him taking over.
Oh, is it? Oh, where the heck did you go?
Yeah.
So, but my question is, I hear what you're talking about. Listen, football, who always have injuries? It's just West now, and I hate it, honestly. Right now, it's because now, what are you saying for next season? What are you saying? Moyes do this for us. What would your ambitions be? And if you're a West Ham fan, please leave a comment or whatever. We'd love to chat with you, call you maybe.
Yeah. What are your ambitions?
Yeah, what are your ambitions for next season?
Do you think they supported him enough?
Yeah.
Buying players, the players that came in. I know Kuri has been playing very well, but it hasn't been enough. It hasn't been enough for West Ham. The best they can do now is 55 points. I don't know if the board will decide that's good enough.
But let's wait and see. I'll be interested. A new beginning, and that's what always destabilizes the new team. For example, Everton used to be up there. All the problem. Then you change coach and started going down.
When he was there,
yeah.
Also Moyes at Everton, they used to do well.
Sure.
Hence he got the job at United, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Alright. Of course, let's talk about your boys. They directly saying that, I don't think we'll go for another coach. There's not enough good coaches out there. Thoughts on that? After he came and said, hey man, I love that. Yeah.
I love that. As a United fan, I love that because it's what I've been waiting for since they took over, for them to put their weight behind Ten Hag and say, we support this guy. And the only thing I don't like about that is him insinuating that they would have went for coaches outside, but just that they're not any good coaches outside. You should have left that comment aside.
Oh, you should have left it out.
And just say...
But would you be okay if on the side, they were like, hey man, if there's a good coach, for example, Aziz saying, hey guy, CV.
No, because I feel like we pressed the reset button too many times. And them being here already it's a reset button.
Okay.
Our sporting director is left.
Sure.
CEO is left. CFO is left. So you understand it's a huge shift in terms of the structure. So a lot is happening.
So they should cap their changes and say, okay, we'll change up here and get right. But let's leave.
Let's leave, because Ten Hag's football, and that's why Bayern want him now, because
Sure.
they know the type of football he wants to play. I don't know if you saw his interview with Gary Neville.
When he said they are playing,
Yeah, they want to play attacking football, high energy, intensity, quick. And you could see, and then he was lamenting the injuries they had, the combinations in terms of the back four in the 40-something games that they played. He said we had 30 different combinations in terms of the back. Luke Shaw was one that he mentioned was missing because he was into midfield, almost like a Kyle Walker. So this season he's had problems. I don't think it's a true reflection of him as a coach. More of his first season was sort of like the reflection of what he can do as a coach. And we have to respect that. And despite everything, he has another final.
Sure. 3 finals. Yeah, 3 finals in
two seasons. So we're there. We just need that little, and the support from the top trickling down and us to play the football that we.
Right. So the season is not over, right? You guys are playing tonight. Let's leave this season out.
Okay.
Regardless of what you guys do now. What if you are now the board? What would you regard as success for 10 hours? Because you say that, okay, Sha, whether you are continuing to improve this team.
Look, if as management we put our weight behind him, I would expect top 4.
Okay.
I would expect top 4. I don't want to say a trophy, but I would at least expect top 4. I don't want to say a trophy because I don't know if we'll play in Europe, sure. Whether it's conference, whether it's
we're going to the FA.
Yes. So at least top 4. Give us top 4. Let's get there. Even if it's the 4th spot.
Okay.
And then the season after that, I would expect you to push for the title.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But next season, as a United fan, I know beginning of the season I'll be singing a different tune because it's beginning of the season.
Honestly, we're now just talking out of we're just taking it from what? Just speculation.
Yeah.
You don't know if Switch might come here
and win the league or come top 4. But
I said I would love for us to hear from a fan, another United fan. Alright, we're gonna call Tibos. I don't know if you know of any other United fan we can call. You can think of someone. Let's see if he answers. Nare, how are you?
Good and you?
I'm good, Nare. I know you like hearing the sound of your voice. Are you available for like 5 minutes? So, I'm here with BK, man. I'll start with my question. So, it looks like you guys are keeping 10 Hag the way things are going. The season is not done, but my question is, what would you expect 10 Hag season next season to be a successful season as a coach?
It's simple. Before we get started, so what's up, DK?
Hola.
What's up, Shah?
Sure.
So, to answer your question, it's simple, man. As fans, we are very impatient. With reason 10 years, horrible. But if we keep doing 10 years, and like you said, it's looking more and more likely. Successful season would be we are back in Europe, and by then I don't mean
Europa.
I mean serious Europe, like UEFA Champions.
Okay, so you want to push for Champions League next season?
Yeah, at least, I don't know. I don't even understand the format after the last.
Oh yeah, kind of. Now I think people were saying if you go top 4, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So if you get top 4, then we finish at least just beyond last 60.
Okay, so now you're going, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been a successful season for me. Because I'll tell you one thing. What this is going to be is Man United has been messing up for a long time, just everybody can see it. But because Ten Hag is the guy, and now we can see it, I hope Ineos can see it. We need another 5 years to rebuild.
Okay.
That's how long it takes to rebuild the club. The PL. I don't care what anybody says. I heard Sir Jim Ratcliffe's like, we're going to do it quick. It's possible.
Sure.
Ask Arteta, ask Klopp, ask Ben.
Sure.
5 years. That's how long it takes. So our research starts next year. And by that I mean, for us to be at the level to compete. I'm not saying for us to be the PL.
Sure.
No.
Sure.
For us to be able to compete. 5 years starting from season 24-25.
All right. So Tibos, my question would be along the lines of, let me first ask you, who do you want to see leave? Give me a list of 5 players that you really, six maybe. I think we can do 6. That can leave, that you're fine if they leave.
Okay. This is a simple one really. For me, I like Varane, but he's done.
He's out of contract anyway, so I don't think they're gonna renew it.
He's expensive, so
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of that, also high wages. So Varane, Casemiro, love him. Legs are good. Has to go.
Thank you.
McTominay, Maguire, that's 4. That's Rashford. I know it sounds crazy, but it's fine.
Thank you.
He has to go. That's 5. 6th player, just to cement his principles as the type of manager he wants to be, and the type of players he wants to attract, the type of discipline he wants to build. I would say, not bring back Greenwood or David James and That's just.
Do you understand that you didn't mention Evans or in the Lothian list?
Or Eric Christian.
Okay.
She should collectively mention at the end of this.
Hey, man, Thiago Silva still playing.
Yeah, but I'm assuming Ben Heck would have to. Evans was a, oh my goodness, a man, he's not really a mandate. He's like that old dirty mandate to keep running.
Yo. Okay.
And then give me 3 players that you'd like to see come in. That you feel like if we get these players, maybe the style of football would be where Ten Hag wants it to be.
Right. Okay. Simple. I didn't say 2 centre backs. We have to bring in 2 centre backs.
Sure.
I'll give you names shortly. We need somebody to help
Kobe.
our boy make Kobe name.
Sure. In agreement.
I'm a bit divided on who I want to bring up. I'm sure. I saw the interest in Rabiot again. He's 30, you know, I'm trying to stay away from that. I get the experience, but the Premier League is different.
Yeah.
You've seen it with Casemiro, but if I can get someone with that type of style of play like Rabiot, maybe I don't know who exactly. I had a name a couple of weeks ago. I have to check. I actually have a notes on the players I'd like to bring in. But in terms of the defense, if we can get Todibo, if we can get Braithwaite, something like that, I don't know. So between Todibo and Todibo and the rest of them is Braithwaite.
Braithwaite. Let me throw a name at you. If we can, if it's possible, can we get a Kimmich? Is he good enough? Well, obviously he's good enough.
About Kimmich. Definitely.
He can play with Kobe as a CDM, and then Kobe will do maybe a box to box, put Bruno in that midfield, then have an attacking 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kimmich definitely. Yes, 100%.
And then in terms of a striker,
it's not fair to throw Renan to the dog like that. I mean, there isn't a lot of Haaland out there, and let's not try to put the pressure for one. So absolutely a striker. I don't care if you bring in someone like Ivan Toney or the likes of, I guess that I can think of at the moment. But Ivan Toney for me, I think he can do it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I heard they're not really women maybe in Jan. I don't know if you can play as a 9. I can't remember if you can. But
No, definitely not.
yeah, so
Unless you have a
definitely
false
for me. Yeah, false 9 maybe, but no, I think let's rather say Ivan Toney.
alright.
The price is not too hefty, definitely Ivan Toney.
Alright, now Tibos, thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Glory to United.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys doing. I'm with you guys. I'm with you guys at Chill next week Sunday.
This one is hoping we beat Arsenal for him, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll see what we can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. We're all Manchester. Sharp.
Sure.
Then I've got a question. Actually, I had in mind. But in agreement with most of the things.
You know, agree with most of the things. Though I must say, when I was doing my list, I wasn't sure about McTominay. Do we?
Yeah. Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
You said that you said that he's a French player.
Yeah, for me, he's a French player. So I wasn't sure about letting him go. But he saved us a couple of times this season. Let's reward the man with one more year.
One more year,
and then he can go. As for the rest, I am in agreement. Even the Maguire one as well. I'm 50-50 about it. I'm okay if he goes. I'm okay if he stays as a backup.
And it's a bit just center back. If you guys want to get rid of Avara, then who are your center backs?
That's why it says we need two.
Yeah.
And then our center backs would then be Licha.
But that okay, help me, eh? That would be more rebuilding. I feel like it would be more rebuilding for Ten Hag. If he has to start with two more other defenders that I knew, let's say Evans, gone.
Right.
Now you've got
Maguire
and the Butcher. Right. And these guys are not playing, I think, most of the time.
Yeah.
Now you bring in other two center backs. Now you have to get them used to your football and you have to decide exactly who are my two guys.
This is where the sporting directors come in. This is where everything comes in, so that we get someone that suits the style. Like a Saliba would slot in with Gabriel.
Sure.
The chemistry is good. Like Ferdinand would come in immediately, gel with Vidic. So we need the sporting director on point to make this type of decisions that will bring the club forward.
Okay. Any other United fan? Okay. I'm gonna call because I also don't know any other. The other ones don't really watch. So I'll call Pretty Boy. It's been a while. I'm sure if he's still alive. I don't hear from him. He's even been watching United.
I think I'll ask him more or less the same question.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Jimenez.
Sorry.
Let's see if we can get a hold of PT. I don't know just as well, but it's really not good.
Yeah.
I don't think of any other United fan that I know. Guys, they're hiding. Okay, not answering. Anyways, if you're a United fan and you jump into this video, let us know what you think about Ten Hag next season. Or if you cannot stay, name your six that would stay or go at United. Alright, let us move on to the Blues.
The Blues.
Chelsea, I've got so many questions here. I think we'll just jump into the fence. Sure. Before we ask, we'll talk hard.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. It's fine.
Firstly, I know Albert Theo Zanga.
Okay. Let's go with Albert.
Albert first. I think we can go too.
Yeah.
Theo came out yesterday after a long time.
Came out of
Let's see if we can hear from Albert.
hiding.
Everything on. Oh, to be calling in. So Albert's not answering. Okay. So Zara.
Sure. Be interesting to hear from them. Do they have a chance for Euro?
Yeah, how do they feel about the chance? How do they feel about the season? Poch. Do they actually really need players next season? Zanga,
Hello.
how are you?
Hello.
Alright, Pedro.
Hi.
Are you good?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. You have 5 minutes for us. You're live on the channel. You are not live, but you are currently live. Do you have 5 minutes for us? Sharp. I'm shooting here with BK. My first question for you as a Chelsea fan, how are you feeling about how far you guys have come? This is not over now, but you guys are selling. There's a chance for you guys to get into a European sport.
Yes, thank you very much for that question. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of them. Like, I'm proud of the coach.
Okay.
I'm proud of the guys. I know we're not where we are supposed to be because we are Chelsea, so we're supposed to be there in the top 4 or something because we are the Blues, we are Chelsea. But for where we are right now, looking at where we come from and the struggle and like where we got to, where we got to being, where we were, miss.
Yeah. Like under number 10.
Yeah, and then, so we've come a long way. I just hope we keep the momentum. That's the thing about them. Like, it's all ice cream this week. Next week, back to square one. So I just hope they keep the momentum, they keep it going. I don't know. I also feel like there are some players that we actually quite well without them, like Rhys James, for example. I still don't understand the hype, but I still don't understand the hype around him. But we've done so well without him. We are here now. So I'm mentioning him because someone was saying. Another friend of Charles was saying, if Rhys was playing, we would be so far, but we would be maybe around top 4 of that. But I'm like, no, we've gotten to where we are right now without him, So I'm really proud of them, but I am not relaxing. I'm still worried. Are they gonna relax now? Are they gonna lose a game and then now they slack because they're now discouraged? Are they gonna lose momentum? So that's just my worry. But otherwise, I'm proud of them.
Sanga, BK, I agree with you because I feel like Malo Gusto has been playing well. Cucurella, when he's been playing well as well. So Rhys James, I don't feel like he's the main problem. I feel like the problem is more up front. I mean, from a Drogba to a Nicholas Jackson, that's quite something.
The best player in the world. Hey, whoa, guys. Don't disrespect Jackson.
but who do you need next season to compete at the level that you feel like you can compete? Because against the big teams you've suffered. I mean, Chelsea just suffered 5 against Arsenal just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we've seen against the top team how you can suffer, and there are more top teams now than previously. There's now City, there's now Liverpool, there are more top teams. But who do you need to get to the level where you feel like you should be? Currently, which player outside would you buy?
Who would you buy? Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I don't know.
Mbappe.
I was saying to someone the other day, I miss our original, I miss our players, our Chelsea players, like people who were there last season.
Havertz.
Like Havertz, for example, and lose this guy who bring the penalties from Morocco. Who is he?
Hakim Ziyech.
Yes. Like I was saying to him, I miss our previous players. Now I don't know who we can get. Because we've got. I know. we can, but I don't know what he will do. I feel like we keep wasting money, on brilliant players, but then they get here and they still have to be taught how to
play with everyone, the gang, and how to, So I'm not sure, but I was just saying, I wish next season we can get our players back because they were out on loan. Can't you know how long it take?
Yeah, but Abbott was bought. Viet was bought.
This was bought.
Mount was bought.
Mount was gone as well.
You see, so they're gone now.
But may I make a suggestion? How do you feel like Victor Osimhen would fit into the team?
Ooh, you know we forget about it.
Yeah.
Why don't you get Rice?
Yeah, you're not getting rice. You're not getting rice.
You already have an expensive midfield.
You guys have you have Castello, you have Enzo. Why would Rice go there? On top of the fact that Arsenal are actually competing.
Who's the best defensive midfield? Because that's what we need.
So that's the
That's the
area.
area you want to buy.
Yes, I also want to buy a striker. No offense to
Why?
Jason, but
The best striker in the world, guys.
But these mistakes that he's been doing has been costing us, and he hasn't been behaving like a striker. The previous game, I think he was left. But it's the stupid mistakes that he does that cost us. Yena is a striker, So I think we can have another striker, two strikers. With Chelsea, they're
Okay.
But you still have Nkunku.
Nkunku's been injured the whole season.
Who?
Nkunku.
He has. But we have, yeah.
Yeah.
But we've been doing well anyway. Okay, not well, but we've been surviving. So maybe we can kill and then come back. Maybe we will be better. I don't know.
Look, you guys have been playing well. I mean, I'm looking at your goals right now that you've scored. You've actually scored more goals than Spurs, of course, United, West Ham, Bournemouth, the rest of them. The only teams that have scored more goals than you is Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and Villa. Of course, Newcastle. So it's 5 teams. It's 5 teams that have scored more goals than you. I'm not saying Nicholas Jackson is the best, but it shows that the area where you guys are lacking is not necessarily the goal department. Yeah. But maybe rather when you talk of a CDM, maybe when you talk of defenders, maybe that's the area. Which is funny because Tuchel bought a whole lot of defenders before he left, which is but they sold. Okay, some of them they sold.
Rudiger left.
Sure.
Yeah, they sold a lot of defenders. And you've got.
We saw the results of him buying defenders. Chelsea was like our defenders was the wall. Our defense was the wall. It was hard to go through Chelsea with a solid defense. So we understand.
Right, technical difficulties.
Difficulties. Let's see if we can get on with you. And let's see if there's an indifference in Chelsea fans. Pretty boy.
Sorry that I was in a meeting.
Yeah. I'm good. How are you, Ned? Do you have 5 minutes for us? You're live, mate. 5 minutes.
Sharp, I won't initiate it. I'll wait for you.
No. What now?
No. I'm taking some time that
Oh. You're busy talking to guys. Alright. Pretty boy. My question is for you as a United fan, right? This is not over now, so we can't touch anything. But for next season, it's most likely that you guys are keeping Ten Hag. What would you say would be success for Ten Hag next season for you guys to continue keeping him?
As I mentioned before, actually, which I didn't like that much, but it's the goal of so many football clubs actually behind the scenes. He has said it before that the problems of Manchester United, it's more like a heart session actually. You understand?
Yeah.
So I believe with all the recruitments which they are making now in Ten Hag, you understand, they will help Ten Hag and this one actually, because if we can see the squad is really messed up. I can't really blame him. He has never played the whole season. He didn't play with the squad, which is he has the full squad. You understand? Even half the squad. So I'll say that for each and every coach, you don't need one season to rebuild. You don't need 2 seasons to rebuild. For me, I'm saying that give him his last year in his contract and rebuild with him. You understand?
Sure.
Because these are not likes of Madrid, whereby Madrid they can take any coach now. Because they rebuild internally for a long period of time.
Sure.
The squad which they have, they can go for 5 years with that squad. But will Manchester United go 2 seasons with that squad? No. Your Varans are old, your Casemiros are old. You understand? It's young players which are very rare, which are either peak.
So-
then also.
So what must Ten Hag do next season? He has to some success. So what is his success taking?
The success which needs to be there, it's just to accept that they won't win the Champions League anytime soon.
Okay.
They won't win the league anytime soon. You understand?
Yeah.
But build on the momentum to win those things. Get the right players to win those things. Look at Chelsea, the manner. We are all laughing at Chelsea and saying Chelsea, they bought so many young players that losing so much. But if you look at the stats, Chelsea have lost less games than Manchester United.
Of course.
Then
Scored
they
more
have
goals.
the same injuries as Manchester United. But you can see the players of Chelsea, they are young. If they keep on playing like that, no matter how they are playing for 2 seasons, do you think that you won't fear Chelsea? You will fear Chelsea. Because those players will start to build that chemistry, will start to have that bond. You understand? But then we don't have the squad to go against your likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester City, because our players are old. We need to rebuild from there, get those young players as much as possible into the squad.
Pretty boy, you touched on Varane, you touched on Casemiro. Who would you like? Give me 6 players that you'd like to see go from the United squad.
From the next season, I can say Varane can go. I can say also Shaw can go. I can also say that as much as I would love to keep him, but I like Rashford to go.
Okay.
Also, I would like to see in the middle of the park also get someone old, but then get someone who not really old, someone who's matured. You understand? In that midfield, someone who can replace Bruno, who knows that, who can put pressure on him. We thought that Mason Mount can put that pressure on him, but the Mason Mount issue is not working out. You understand?
Okay.
So I know they have so many players. Martial can go.
Martial's still there.
Who else can
No, he's out of contract. He's out of contract. June his contract is ending.
Yes, John Phillips can go. Who else can go? Scott can go.
Okay.
Scott can go. And leave your likes of Lindelof and Maguire at the back. I'm not saying that Maguire is not a bad player. Maguire just needs really someone who can pair with him very well. You know your weak points. Players know his weak points, but he also has his strength. You understand? As a defender, we can't all put on the defending system. You understand? Which we can't have all new players as defending system. So I believe that they need to do a real rebuilding on that squad. I think like one thing which is killing Manchester United to touch on it for now, it's that thing where we always aim for big players. You understand? We always aim for those big things, and only to find out that we're here to cash out. You understand? So we're no longer invested into the page of the squad. But if you can see those young players, they invest in the page of the player of the team.
Of the squad, yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, no, thanks, pretty boy.
Thank you.
Before we call you, just a few things to touch on here. Where, if you were Ten Hag, where would you focus more on? Because Peter mentioned something very interesting. To say that you can't always want to rebuild the back. Which one would you touch with your centre backs or the CDM spot first?
outside the CDS.
CDS spot. Someone to defend.
Yeah, to defend that back four. Because if you have a proper someone, because a CDM fulfills two things. Because he's the link between the defense and the attack. Number one, he protects the back four. Secondly, and we need someone, lastly, to pair properly with Kobe.
Okay.
Someone with experience, someone with maturity. Hence, I mentioned Kimmich.
Okay, yeah.
He's the guy for me that I'll bring the bench up. Yeah. So CDM is quite important for us, and then if we get that sorted out, we might then look into.
Yeah, and when you look at it, I don't know if you as United fans have. I don't watch you guys all the time, but you do have a defender in Maguire who can actually play from the back and move the ball forward. But one thing that's missing is that if he's alone, who's your goalkeeper again?
Nana.
Oh, Nana. Like he suffers because he's probably got one player when you guys have been pressed that he can pass the ball, which is probably Maguire, and now that's a lot of pressure.
So we need someone just to help get in there, get in between those defenders, trying to get the ball. So I think CDM is quite important. It's a pity that Amrabat has not played enough games for
I feel
like he might go back to Fiorentina, but hey, it's a shame. Honestly, it's a shame.
Oh, now you just woke up another question. Do you think Amrabat was Tenant signing or United signing? The way he's not playing.
Might have been a United signing.
Because if you're a coach, we've seen how Tenant gets stubborn with what's his name, Anthony. Because that's my boy.
That's my player.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
I'll play him. I don't give a shit. I'll play him. But Amrabat, it was 1-2
and again, it didn't help that Amrabat had to play a few games at left back, and which he didn't perform well. And I feel like maybe Ten Hag is judging him based on those.
But I mean, he has games where Cass was not there.
Sure.
But you're not playing Amrabat.
You're playing
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it was his signing. I don't think it was signing. Then my other question for you, if you get a hold of him, and in their best, Gusto or Rich James?
I like Gusto, man.
Listen, I do too.
I like Gusto.
He's too calm. He reminds me of a young guy.
Yeah. I like
He doesn't have the pace. He doesn't have cargo capacity.
Yeah.
But he's got that,
I like Gusto. Chelsea fans, comment. Hit us up in the comment section. Yeah. Gusto or Rich James. I like Gusto.
I think that will be the first question. If you get a hold of Theo, that will be our first question. Let's see if I can get a hold of him. Okay. But he's impressed me. Honestly,
Yeah.
he has impressed me. Listen, I love me a lot of Rich James. I love how this can over there. Theo! Are you sleeping in bed? Yeah? Oh, fine. Okay, no, it was on the channel, it's fine, it's good. Away. Away. Theo is now a policeman, guys, so
Careful.
respect.
Gangsters.
Respect. Respect. Alright, it's fine. I don't have any Chelsea United fans now. Move on to Spurs. I don't have any Spurs fans, but I think we can discuss this in all once.
Skip over Newcastle.
Alright, let's talk Newcastle. You have said Eddie should go.
Sure.
Is okay, let's leave going on. Right? With this particular season and maybe next season. But if you are in Newcastle, you've got Arab money, do you still feel like, because I don't understand how they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Do you blame him for the fact that he has to play the same squad for like 5 games? or because I think the current power also to get
to where they are now. Yes, they've come very close to them for where they are now.
So you still believe in any hard.
Look, if again, it depends on the board and the ambition. If I'm part of that board and the money that I'm trying to put into the team, I'm thinking, is Eddie Howe the right guy to get the best out of this?
Sure.
You know, if should we qualify for Europe, maybe play Europa. What's the plan there? Can we get him players to play the type of football that he wants to play? Players that will play for him. And again, how many players leave?
Sure.
I mean, you have your Bruno
Camarage,
who might leave.
just got this one thing.
Yeah.
I don't really have a lot of players that can be bought. But let's say teams are bargaining. Other players might leave because they're like, you guys are not going to give me the next big contract. Or let me say my last big contract. Because I'm thinking in my mind, the players that they're going to let go are the players that are now old. But I also going to agree with you to say, what are you guys doing? Because if they're going to build this slow, anyways, they are going to have to buy players. And if you're going to build slow, and still build slow with the coaching and the players, you might come to a fair play period to say, guys, let your books balance now.
Yeah, maybe they're afraid of the 115 charges. As we see other teams building quickly.
Getting down shit. Listen, for me, the Newcastle one is a bit tricky. I like how Eddie Howe is really built this team from what they were. But my question is, what is the, like you've asked, what is the board trying to do?
No man, you need a brilliant coach to take you to. I mean, for instance, Chelsea, Frank Lampard, gotten some good players, playing well, but not good enough. Sure. And then you've got a Tuchel that just wins you a UCL, that just performs well.
Good players.
Yeah, those good players. Maybe it's time for someone else to bring another level out of these good players that they already have.
Okay.
And then bring in some good players of his own.
So can I then say, West Ham, there's your coach? Anyhow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if he leaves, definitely you can push for that. But Newcastle, with the money they're getting, where they want to go, can they not get a Conte?
These are the questions I was thinking in my head. Do they not see how the project can go if they get into Conte? Even a Hansi Flick, even like coaches that are now good, because honestly, what is Eddie Howe done?
It's one final.
Soon though, I don't know. But
nah, man.
Move the project on.
Yeah.
Move the project.
I feel like for me, it's another Ole. It's another Ole, whereby you definitely need another coach to take the team to the next level.
Yeah. And a coach who, like, if you get a coach like Johnny Conte, listen, I'm not trying to say anything bad about Eddie Howe, but this man did not complain from after the Champions League when they went out of the Champions League. Winter transfer opens. He does not complain to say, guys, all my football is not the next level. I need better players. You understand? I don't know if he was told that you're not getting anyone. I don't know about that. But if you're a coach who's trying to rebuild, you don't know how much time you have left to rebuild this squad. At that moment, that winter transfer, you say, guys, in this department I'm suffering.
With the injuries I have,
I'm suffering. Just find me some players, then we see how we go, right? Alright. Tottenham Hotspurs. Okay. And he gets another seat.
Of course he does. He did well, man. The Vespers have been playing beginning of the season. At one stage they were top.
Yeah, for some time.
For some time they were top. But we all knew he wasn't gonna last. We all knew.
When we say we all knew, are we saying it's a culture in that Spurs, or are we putting it on?
Look, for them to be where they were, first of all, was a miracle. I mean, you just lost your best player, arguably the best player in Harry Kane. So for them to be number one, yeah, after that period was okay, was something, but every coach that has been there, every world-class coach that has been there has talked about the mentality at Spurs.
Yeah.
Conte, Mourinho, they've talked about the mentality of this place. Even coach,
Sure.
has touched on it, the mentality of this place. So we all knew somehow that they were not going to last it.
So then, I would say that this is Angie's platform to just prove how good of a coach. It's not like he's gonna win anything anytime soon.
He's not Shane. He just needs the backing of the board.
Obviously not yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I've watched them play the last couple of games. They need a couple of things. They need a proper CTM. They need a striker, an out-and-out striker.
Yeah.
Son, please stop playing Son as a striker.
Mm-hmm.
He must play in the wing. Johnson is good, can play in the wing as well. Madison is good, can play as a 10. So you need a proper CTM. Van de Ven is also good. Romero, I'm sorry, must go.
Sure.
You need a proper left back. This one.
And that goes to worry because I was watching ESPN, like his M sound like hot. And I wanted to scream and jump into the camera like, does this not, do you guys think it makes sense now? Is it not coming into Levy's mind to say how a coach is coming? Because then they might as well go get a meeting coach and then the Spurs fans know that this is who we are.
Yeah, they might as well go get a David Moyes.
Sure.
And this is who we are.
Because Andrew was like, we need players. Like, yeah.
There's no way around it.
And it's bad that they always make it as if the coach is complaining, which also happens to them when they are losing and they're complaining. It's because very when you are losing and you're complaining, you are seeing things that I've asked this guy too much. I cannot take him any further as a player. I cannot take him any further as a player. I'm looking for the next best thing. Now as a Levy, do you want the next best thing? And for here's the messed up thing is, if Ed says, I need a world-class striker, how does it help Spurs if Ed does not perform the next season, but you got a world-class?
Exactly. So for me, it's Spurs is a team that needs to be worked on a lot.
Which one is always the culture, or let's say the board, Spurs or United?
Spurs or United in terms of the culture. I would say Spurs. Why am I saying that? Because even though we are where we are as United, we've won trophies in the last 10 years since Fergie has left. We've won a Europa League. We've won an FA Cup since Fergie left. We've been in finals.
Sure.
So we're building, and the type of managers we're getting, we're showing that we're a serious team.
Sure.
Which is what is lacking from Spurs for me. So,
and you can even say that even the good quality coaches that go there, they say that, let me see.
Yeah.
They said, I think, but if you go to a United, you know exactly what you're going to.
So I think Spurs, the culture is far worse.
Right, if you're Spurs fans out there, join the comment section. Let us know exactly what you think about what we just said. Hey, listen, we don't know what the ins and outs of Spurs, so let us know what do you think of Levy. And all that. Right, of course, the final team we're going to talk about is Aston Villa. Mr. Good evening.
Good EPD.
Yeah, good evening. They've done well. I think we can give them, of which I think they didn't want to qualify for Champions League. But if you now go Champions League as a Unai Emery next season, what do we expect from you and your squad in the next couple?
Well, they need to keep certain players. That's number one. They need to keep certain players for them to perform at a high level. Douglas Luiz is one of them. Olu Watkins, one of them. Konsa, one of them. So they need to keep certain players, maybe 6 or so players, and then build from that. Next season looks like they're gonna play Champions League, so get in a few players as well. Keep the backbone of the team, and then buy a few players. Hopefully they make it out of the group.
Yeah.
In the Champions League,
Okay.
I would say they make it out of the group and are competitive.
I don't know, there's no group.
Oh snap! So I expect them to be competitive.
Sharp.
I expect them to. It's scary to think that I expect them to perform at the same level they've been performing this year. Next season.
Sharp.
I don't expect the standards to drop.
Yeah. So do you feel like they should keep the same standards? Next season they should aim for top 4, right?
Yeah,
Like
that should be get top 4. Get the players used to playing in the top 4 and take it from there.
Can United come and tempt what things?
I wouldn't want them to,
Okay.
but they could.
I don't know.
Look, I feel like Holland has a lot of potential.
Yeah, but given I was saying that they come here, whoever performed in 5 minutes for.
I would agree with Timo's
Okay.
in terms of Ivan Toney. Because when I've watched England, I've been more impressed with Ivan Toney than Oli Watkins.
Okay.
So for me, Ivan Toney is the kind of player that would actually United would go for rather than Oli Watkins.
Okay.
And I know maybe Oli Watkins has scored more goals and whatever, but with Bruno playing behind you, I mean, even with Haaland in the 3 seasons he was at Dortmund, in 2 seasons now at City, he scored more goals than the 3 seasons at Dortmund.
Okay.
So if you have a player who's playing behind you who can do what Bruno can do and Kevin can do,
So you think Tony can?
I think he can do better.
And then you get Ivan Toney, you're going to play with just with
Yes,
after the whole
an English guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
After the whole thing. Anyways, I don't think there's much more to talk about. Next week we are going to touch on Liverpool, City, Arsenal fans. Don't feel left out. We are going to be talking about you guys who are reacting to the Champions League. Most definitely, we are definitely going to be reacting to the results of the Barclays Premier League. But from our side, our way.